Hello, hello, crafty friends. I have no big camera. Are we? Oh, there we go. Hello, how you guys doing? Good to see you. Hi, Pam and Thelma, uh, and Laura, and I saw Betty Gozzle, and let's see, Mary R. Good to see you, Mary R. Roberta and Irene. Oh, there's Catherine. I think Catherine signed off though. So anyway, hello, crafty friends. It's good to see you. I thought while we're getting started here today, oh, there's Laura Miller. Hi, Laura. I thought while we're getting started today, I would go ahead and show you some of the Easter cards that we have received from our crafty friends. So let's go ahead and and go on my hands, and we'll. I think I did, but hello, Pam. Okay, here we go. So this one was to Bob. It had one of her flyaway butterflies in it. This is from Betty Gozzle, I believe. Yes, this is from Betty Gozzle to Bob. And it has a slide up card panel. A little note to say, sending joy. Oh, this was Valentine's Day. It must have come in later. So it came over here. I think I showed you this one actually already, but when we gathered the Easter cards, it was still out on Bob's desk. So that was from Betty Gozzle. This one, I think this is just absolutely superb. This one comes from Alice. This is a happy Easter card to the family. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Just gorgeous. Thank you, honey. Just gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? Inside it's decorated too. This is from Alice. Just gorgeous, Alice. This is from Catherine in France. Hello to Teddy. And it says, Debbie Bryson and family, wishing you a peaceful and restful Easter tide, sending love from Cat in France. And love to Teddy. Hi, Angela. This one is just spectacular. This one comes from Mary Thomas, Mary T. Look at this. Is that just beautiful or what? Really, 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 really beautiful. Boy, I love that. And it's Easter blessings to Debbie and Bryce. She's used a spectacular layered cross die that has 4 pieces and then some corner stickers. And I think it's made cardstock, but it looks a lot like our Jamie cardstock we made. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And hi, Mary Lynn. And she also sent me a spring gnome, which I will be putting together and popping right onto something. Actually, I'm going to keep this here on my table. I got to pop that right onto something. Okay, this is just really, 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 really pretty from Annette. Look at those big corners, which just go perfectly with this Easter egg. Isn't that just gorgeous? Love, love, love your use of the big corners, little striped paper in the background, and this 3D Hardy Crafts. It just couldn't be prettier, Annette. And that's from Annette Lyle. I have to read you this one, by the way. It says, Debbie and Bryce, thank you for being leader of our crafty circle. So if we're invaded by aliens, remember, I'm sending them to you when they say, take us to your leader. That made me laugh. I just adored it. Hi, Diane. Hi, Martha G. I'm sending them to you when they say, take us to your leader. Here's an Easter card. This one was to Bob from Irene. I have to tell you guys, I started to take these out of the envelopes, and then I thought, no, I better not, because he keeps all, excuse me, he keeps all his cards in the envelopes, and then he takes them out regularly and looks at them. So I thought, no, I better put that back where it was. So that was for my ring. And here's one to Bob from Catherine. She's using that pretty Easter egg star form. And a beautiful foiled frame. That's gorgeous. Very striking the way she has layered her simple topper on pink paper and then shown little pink satin ribbons coming out either end. I love that. This one says, to Monsieur Bob, peace at Easter time from Catherine in France. Do not eat too much chocolate, however I will. Oops, put it back in his envelope. And one more here. This is to Bob from Alice. Oh, he loved this one. Hi, Betty McSorley. How are you doing, friend? I hope your arm is beginning to feel a little better. He loved this one with the bunnies. It just spoke to him. And this one says, wishing you all the wonderful gifts of spring. Happy Easter, your crafty friend, Alice. But he really liked the bunnies. So, those are the Easter cards received at the Hamilton residence. Thank you all so very much for that. Okay, let's start talking about what we've got today. I'm going to do a special today. I'm going to call it the Put a Bird on It special. I'm going to call this one my Put a Bird on It special. We have two beautiful embossing folders. Let me see if I can show you these. Yeah, you can see them well. See the little birds and flowers and little sprigs. You get this embossing folder with beautiful birds, flowers. I can't turn my watch. Oh, maybe I can turn my watch on. Nope, I can't. Okay, and you get this pretty embossing folder with trees going both directions. This is an A2 embossing folder. Angela, the birds are little. They're about 1.25 inches by 1.25 inches. Then you have little sprigs and daisy style flowers on this embossing folder. In the trees folder, the trees are each about, I'm going to say 2 and maybe 1/4 inches tall, including the trunk, and probably about 1.75 inches wide, and they go both directions. This is beautiful. Gorgeous embossing folders. You get 2 of them, and you also get, excuse my packaging because mine have been used and well loved, but you also get a set of 4 dies. You get 3 wonderful little birds that look an awful lot like the birds on the embossing folder, and a bird cage. This bird cage would be really pretty suspended on a piece of border sticker. Really pretty bird cage. The bird cage has to be, I'm going to say it's 3.5, 3 3/4 tall, and about 2.5 inches wide. And then each of the little birds are maybe 1.25 inches long by 3/4 to 1 inch high, depending on the position of the birds. One's flying, and 2 are standing. You get this set of dies and both of these embossing folders. The entire set for 10 bucks. You get 4 dies and 2 embossing folders for $10. 10 bucks. Here's my little sample card. How cute is that? Isn't that fun? This is our Put a Bird on It special. Hi, Inez. This is not up yet, but it will be tonight when I send your What's New Wednesday specials. So I will put this bundle together for you. It will be in Brit's Bargains, and 10 bucks for 2 embossing folders and a set of 4 dies. And I think the little birds will look equally cute on both folders because, again, the little birds look an awful lot like the birds on the embossing folder. So our Put a Bird on It special. I got those in and I couldn't wait to play with those because I just thought they were so cute. So we got our Put a Bird on It special. And while we're talking about specials, let me also tell you that I'm going to do a special on Jamie powders. I know a lot of you had some of the Jamie powders, so not surprisingly, we haven't sold a lot of Jamie powders after our class on Saturday. But some of the new colors really, oh yeah, the dies would be super cute for a little bird told me card. They'd be super cute. So not surprisingly, we haven't sold a lot of powders as a result of our big Jamie class on Saturday. But some of the new colors really are worth having. So I have to tempt you a little bit more. We're going to do a buy 5 Jamie powders and the 5th one's free. That's the same as getting a 20% sale on the new powders, on brand new powders in. So buy 5 and the 5th one is free. Put all 5 in your shopping cart and it will convert the price and one of those jars will be absolutely free. So that is my other special. Again, it's not going to do that until I adjust those when I do my What's New Wednesday special. So hang on for me for just a minute. I have 2 old friends back in today I want to talk to you about. We used to carry this book, and it was very popular with our customers, the Wire Wrapping 101. It's very basic wire wrapping techniques, and some really pretty pieces. And some of you had expressed interest in wire wrapping. We were sold out of this book. So when I saw it, I bought a few more of these hot off the press Wire Wrapping 101 books in. Very nicely detailed and really good basic instructions, step by step instructions for using the materials you get. Let's see. Looks like 41 pages of designs. And she's actually showing you even some ideas for using your designs on cards and on packages and on wall decor. So there's other things to do with these besides making jewelry. If jewelry isn't your thing, you can actually use some of these basic designs to make some beautiful pieces. So Wire Wrapping 101. We've been out of these velveteen papers for a while. I wanted to tell you we had these back. This is the color Opal. This is a hard one to get. It's just not always in stock, and we did get some of those. So we're back to having Opal, and of course one of my favorite colors, because this is the color I love, and this is Eggplant. I manage to work these in regularly when we have them, but I haven't had them for a while. So Eggplant. I also wanted to let you know, I really wanted to let you know because I had multiples of this one. Several people asked me on Saturday after Saturday about my blenders that I was using because they're unusual. They have a round tip. These are from Nellies. And this is a good news, bad news proposition. The good news is you don't get any edge marks from these blenders because they're rounded at the top. So they're fabulous, fabulous, fabulous for inks because you don't get You don't get any edge marks from them, and I love that. You get 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them. You get 5 of the pads and 2 handles in a package, very reasonably priced. The bad news is at this point, they're not making just, or that we've had the opportunity to get anyway, they're not making just the replacement pads. The good news is these wash up really, really well. This is one of the ones I used on Saturday. Just a little bit of soap and take it to the, just 1 drop of hand soap, work it in there good, rinse it under the sink, and they hold up really, really well. And they held up well to washing and use. So these are from Nellies. They're 30 millimeter round sponges, sponge applicators. Some of the packaging got kind of beat up on the way into us, but it doesn't affect the use of your sponges at all. And I highly recommend them. They're great. Um, Once these do eventually wear out, and we know they do, over time they will wear out. The regular round pads fit these handles too. So it's not like all is lost at that point. We have the 30 millimeter rounds in stock all the time. So anyway, I love these rounded end daubers. They're really cool. All right. I just brought in, I don't have a ton of them, but I just brought in some knitting loom sets. Um, the last ones that I got had a different style tip on the end than I'm used to using. And I spent the extra money and went back to getting the style I'm more accustomed to, that has just a groove and then it's got this like a little cap on the end. The last one had like a crochet hook on the end. I personally found that a little bit frustrating. So I went back to the style I was used to. I spent a little bit more money for this. The die scraper? I haven't seen the die scraper. Mary R., did you get the hunky dory die scraper added to your next order? Are you talking about the die brush? We have the die brushes in. I haven't seen a die scraper, but if they have something new out there, perhaps I just haven't seen it yet. Is that what it's called, as a die scraper, Mary R? So anyway, we have these back in. You get 4 looms, 4 of the standard sized looms. You get a hook and a needle. Gets the little bits from your dies after you cut them. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll take a look for it, okay? All right. Put that back in the box. Okay.
The die brush.
Oh, the die brush. We have those. We have those. Oh, yeah, we have the die brushes. They have been in for a couple of weeks. They didn't give me one, unfortunately, so I didn't announce that they were here. But they are here. Yes, we have those. Okay, this is from whom? This is from, oh, Studio Light. Gonna have to back up a little bit for this one, honey. This is from Studio Light. It starts with a cutout sheet on the top, and it has all kinds of beautiful, oh yeah, these are all singles. Oh. Oh, okay. I think we'll probably package these 2 of a kind. I'm not sure what she did with these. This is part of the Moonflower set. What I loved about this one is not only do we have images to use with those little 6x6 Moonflower papers I showed you last week. It took me a minute to remember what it was. But across the bottom, we've got all these black and white sayings that are wonderful. Love you to the moon and back. If kisses were stars, I'd give you the galaxy. Moon and stars. Wish upon the stars. You're a star, Moonflower. Even if you miss the moon, you'll land among the stars. Start living your dreams. Homemade for you. Happy birthday. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Stay wild, moon child. You're a sky full of stars, ticket to the moon, shoot for the moon, even if you miss your land among the stars. Again, twinkle, twinkle, little star, create some magic, imagine everything you can, dream your biggest dreams. I love you to the moon and back and love this world. So they're they have sayings on and images on one side, beautiful ombre pink to purple um, design with stars, white stars on the back. Pretty, pretty. And these, I'm not sure how she packaged them, but I'll link them in the newsletter so you can find them. And I'll try and link the other moonflower items with it so you can kind of see them all together. Okay, speaking of our Jamie class on Saturday, the last couple Saturdays we've done Jamie classes, haven't we? Because we did the folding class with Jamie Rogers, and we now have, or we just did the Jamie powders. Harkening back just a bit to our paper folding class, these papers were designed by Jamie Rogers for use in paper folding techniques. These are 8x8 pads. They are single-sided, the beautiful solids. I am getting the heartfelt dragonflies in, so don't jump the gun and buy those somewhere else, guys. We'll have them soon. They're really shipped pretty fast. Purples, lavenders. These are not padded, they are loose papers. It's some really beautiful colors. Lots of blue tones. Kind of some color families here. We have blues, we have corals, purples, and some of the others that we showed you. So we have a blue family, a pink to deep pink, and including some corals. We've got some lavenders. You get 8 or 16 shades, two sheets of each, 32 pieces, and it's perfect weight for doing your tea bag folding techniques. Okay, next up we have the Jamie paper pack, and this one's called Tranquil Garden. It also has 18 single-sided sheets. These are made to match the colors in the solids. So once again, we've got blue tones, pinks and corals, lavenders, and kind of a teal set. And these are kind of mini prints. What I would recommend is doing your tea bag folding. You could do your tea bag folding with both, actually, but using the solid tea bags against the printed papers would be spectacular, or vice versa. If you have a little busier background, you don't need to do quite as much to embellish. But pretty little mini patterns and predominantly floral and leaf patterns in the same color themes. Okay. All right. So we were doing our Jamie Rogers this weekend. I intend to use some of these bold stamps on some of my designs. These bold stamps are actually from Ken Oliver, but when you make those handmade papers, it's really nice to be able to put bold sentiments on them. So I've got cheer up, sending hugs, get well soon, thank you, just a note, and you are the best. And as you note here, these are done in a script, but they're kind of done in an informal script. I would say the lettering on these is about, I'm going to say 3/8, or excuse me, 3/8, 5/8 to 3/4. And then you get a couple little flower stamps there too. This one is in the same informal script font. Shine bright, happy birthday, congratulations, dream big, be brave, hello friend. This one was called Giving Props. The last one was called Sharing Sunshine. This one's called Special Thoughts. With love, thinking of you, love you, best wishes, you're amazing and just for you. And this one is Everyday Sentiments. We've got miss you, how you doing, you sparkle, way to go, you are enough, and make a wish. And between the sets, you get a variety of little fun background flowers and things. So if you had more than one of these, you could create your own fun surrounds for your words with the little flowers. Yeah, I like the fonts too, Mary. They're very friendly, aren't they?
About an inch tall.
Yeah, I was just saying a second ago, they're about 5/8 to 3/4 tall. And then a variety of different lengths, of course. Congratulations, for example, I'm going to say congratulations and happy birthday are about 3.5 inches long. So they're nice, big, bold sentiments. Hi, Annette. Okay, so I'm going to actually keep some of those out and use some of those on my card samples this week. Okay, as you know, well, here, let me show you some more stencils. In fact, let's just do these all at once. We are preparing for our big foiling event. And as I told you before, we're going to do a variety of different foiling styles. We'll be doing what I call cold foiling, where you add foil over adhesive. We'll be doing toner foiling, where you run it through a laminating machine. And we'll be doing foiling using the foiling machine. So I'm going to show you a variety of ways to put foil on your creations. And one of the things that you can do is you can run adhesive through a stencil and let it dry, and then you have a sticky surface that you can put your foil to. And so stenciling can be one great way. So I've got Live, Love, Laugh, and Believe. This has, I'm going to say 1.25 inch block letters, all caps. Then we have, I thought this would be appreciated by this group, we have a stencil with a puppy face silhouetted, puppy paws, and we have dog bones and dots diagonally across the page. So cute. Little dog faces.
And it's cartwheeling down the hall.
And then we've got kitties. It's a similar pattern to the dog. The kitty faces silhouettes are a little smaller, and we still have the kitty cat prints. This time, instead of dog bones and the diagonal lines with the dots across the page, we have little hearts. So cute. Kitties. And then we also have from Peterson Arn this fun, I just thought this was fun stencil. I think this would be also really, really fun with your gel board. This would be beautiful with your, when you're making things with your gel. So we've got little alphabets. You can tape off and use the alphabets individually if you like, or if you just wanted to use this as kind of a background element, you could. We've got a bird in a bird cage. Seems to be the theme of the day, doesn't it? For our steampunky kinds of things, we've got a clock face and we've got roses. So I just thought that was a fun stencil and I got it. So some stenciling. You can use stencils for everything. They are just like the magic supply. Back to our foiling, we've got an adhesive pen with deco foil. You can actually write and then foil over your writing. So this is a neat one. You can actually handwrite if you have pretty handwriting. Even if you don't, you just want to kind of personalize things, draw, doodle. This is wonderful. So deco foil pen, and then I have 3 new deco foil toner sheets, which are just amazing. These are done in clear. I had not seen the clear deco foil before, but these are toner sheets. You use whatever piece of this you like. You use this in a sheet and you run it through your laminator, and it activates the toner to stick to the foil, and then you end up with beautiful foiled pieces. So this one's called Groovy. Out of sight. This one's called Splatter. And this one is called Distressed Lines. So I know I'm going to try at least one of these in our foiling class. That's going to be coming up soon. I'll announce soon when it's going to be. Okay, we had so much fun with those little Easter confetti packs that I got. I wanted to buy some more by the same maker. Can you come in on this a little bit? I want to show what's in this. These are like the perfect confetti packs. These are from, this is not a new supply, but it's kind of a new supply to me. It's not something I've used a lot in the past. I've got the little confettis on my fingers. I guess I need that. Look at that. They're all over me. And I can't get rid of them. Need to put my powder on my fingers. Okay, but these are like the confetti packs in that we use, the Easter Chicks ones, in that you have lots of different choices in the same pack. We've got our buttons, of course, in all different, this happens to be teal, but in all different tones of teal. Shiny ones and pearlescent ones, big ones, little ones. You've got lots of buttons. Look at those beautiful iridescent hearts. I love those iridescent hearts in here. Whoops. You've got the little pearls that are individually. You've got little teal colored confettis, and then you don't see them here. In fact, you have to shake up the bottle a little bit when you're using them. But they also have seed beads in here, which I love. I can see a few of them in here. It has, it really sticks to my fingers. There's seed beads in here. Can you see the little one by the pearl there? There's iridescent seed beads in here, which work great in the confetti mix when you actually put it in a shaker card, because that adds the sound. So it's beautiful, beautiful. So look at those iridescent hearts, the little confettis there that match it, the seed beads. That I probably personally, I mean, you can put the buttons and stuff right into your mix also, but I probably would use the buttons separately and the pearls separately, but you can go any way you want to with this mix. And these are just such a good deal for these. If you're coveting my little tray here, these are those little craft trays. What's it called? Craft Easy Pour Craft Tray, because it's got a little pour spout on the end of it. So if you're coveting my tray, we have these. These are very, very inexpensive. But yeah, so there we go. And I have 4 new colors of these. If I don't know why I'm orange all of a sudden, but am I orange on your screen, guys?
Yeah. You're just orange.
I'm just orange. I would flash my phone at you, huh?
Just your hands are orange, not your face.
I know, but that's.
I
I knew you were sick, Debbie, but
Yeah, Huh. Well, that's just weird. I really am not. There we go. That's better. Okay. Just don't come in all the way. All right. Yes, orange. Okay, maybe less orange now. These are Lilac Lane decorative embellishments. Trying to see if it has a color name on it. I don't know. I guess you'll just have to look at the colors of the bottles. This one here, I love, love, love this one here. This white one has pearls and it has big, am I using fake tanner? Oh, that's funny. Um, this has actual pearls for the pearls in it, not actual pearls, but white creamy pearls. And then it has iridescent butterflies in the white mix. I did notice when I poured out and was looking at this one that the iridescent butterflies are kind of stacked up, so you need to take them between your fingers and kind of break them up, into individual butterflies. They when they cut them, they just kind of stuck. So just run it between your fingers and they'll break up. But I love this white to ivory set. It's just wonderful. It's yummy. And then this one, I didn't look to see what the confetti was in this pink.
Hearts.
It is hearts. I see them. There they are. It's got pink iridescent hearts in them. Not little tiny hearts either. These are like 3/8 of an inch, like these. They're the same size as these, about 3/8 inch in this pink to rose selection. It's beautiful. And again, you can use the buttons separately. You can use the pearls separately. You can use the confetti mix separately. That's probably what I would do. I would get the most out of this by kind of maximizing everything. But you can just use it all as shaker mix. And then this one, you'll say, yeah, it's a little early to be thinking about that. But while I was buying it, I bought this Christmas mix, which is really, really fun. It's got red iridescent sequins, it's got green foil sequins, it's got green seed beads, it's got all different sizes of buttons, it's got green pearls. It's just got a little bit of everything for your Christmas cards. Oh, and it's got some gold pearls in it too. So this is just really a rich, fun mix. And, Christmas, I don't tend to use, I have not, let me just say this, I have not tended to use a lot of buttons on my year-round cards. It's kind of that country style, which I haven't done as much of. But this country style is fabulous on Christmas cards. So, and I liked my little card I did with my bunny. So you may see me using some more buttons along too. So these are my mixes. And just for fun, I'm going to put these on sale this week too. These are from Lilac Lane. Look for these. They'll be in Brits Bargain. I've got to write that down because I just decided this minute that I'm going to put those on sale this week. So we got at least 3 really fun Brits Bargains this week. We got Jamie powders. The 5th one's free. We've got the 2 folders and the dies for $10. That's 4 dies and 2 folders for $10, guys. You're not going to beat that. The Put a Bird on It special. And then we've got our beautiful Lilac Lane mixes that I'm very, very excited about. That is what I have for What's New Wednesday today. What is the teal name again? I don't know because it doesn't say on the bottle. It'll be in Brits Bargains though, so you'll be able to find it, okay? And I'm going to give you a good special on those. And what's the Christmas mix called? It doesn't have a name on it either. So I'm going to say it's probably the Christmas mix But it's from Lilac Lane, 28 Lilac Lane, and you will find it in the Brits Bargains area. So there we go. Let's talk about what Margie's doing tomorrow. These are such fun cards. Margie amazes me, guys. She just amazes me. She got 4 cards.
I have the names of the colors.
Oh, Bryce has the names of the colors.
The teal one is called Mediterranean Shore.
Okay.
White is Frosted Wings.
Frosted Wings, that's pretty.
The pink is the Rose All Day.
Rose All Day.
And the Christmas is Festive Traditions.
Very good. Thank you, guys. So this is one of Margie's cards for tomorrow. This is called Harborside. Look at this one where she's used the silver. She's used the silver wave holographic paper to create water. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. And she turned it blue. That's gorgeous. I love the way she did this one on the happy birthday where she used the punch out sheet and created a frame for the happy birthday in the sky. So ingenious. And here's another Harborside where she has created a shaker in the sky over the harbor. We have all that beautiful shaker mix falling down there. It actually almost looks like rain. And you know, since it frequently rains at the coast, that's actually a really, a really neat one for the coast. I don't care if it rains when I go to the coast. I just like to be at the coast. I don't care at all if it's raining. I just like to be there. It's time. Isn't it time, honey? We were at the coast. I think we're going to have to go soon. We have that gift certificate we got for Christmas for a night at the Esther Lee on the Oregon coast. There we go. These are Margie's cards for tomorrow. I don't have all of my card samples out for you because we're going to kind of make on the fly. I better put these back where they belong. We're going to kind of make our cards on the fly on Saturday, with the exception that we will be making this one for sure. Come in close on this one, please. We'll be making this one for sure. I made specialty papers just for this. We'll be making this one. And we'll be making, my card here is actually missing a piece. So if you think it looks really light on one side, it's because it does. I looked in my box, I didn't find it. And since it was really an inspiration card, I thought, well, I'll just do without it. But then I have one of these medallions used as a shaker on a what is this called? Outward dimension card. Okay, so we're going to be sure and make these 2 cards. With that, we will be using this. I love this die set. Don't go back yet. I love this die set. I want you to pay attention to the detail here. Look at the detail in this die. See that? It is absolutely gorgeous detail in this die. Oh my gosh, detail. Isn't that amazing? I love this die. And this happens to be cut out of Jamie paper. So you've got that real pearlescence going on in there too. Do you have any of the outward easel cards that are already colored, meaning not white? No, they only come in white. But you can use, if you wish to, you can use your gilding polishes to make them, or you can cover them with paper, which is what we're going to do. This is the die set we'll be using. This is called the Moonflower die set. It matches those other things that are in the Moonflower ring or range. Yeah, use your, remember when we did the twist and pop cards Mary, those blank cards work wonderfully with gilding polish to pick up the colors. That would be great fun to use gilding polish on it. You could also, as long as you go lightly, you can either use your Jamie powders or your Cosmic Shimmer spritzers. And I know a bunch of you have spritzers that some blue ones, and I think I cut those. I cut those with one of my dies, Mary. When you did the Animal Kingdom class, I cut those with a die. We don't actually have them for sale.
We have the die.
Huh?
We have the die for sale.
I
Cut
used
our own.
the tall die. Oh, and the sea turtles. I have the die set that I used in the sea turtles class. Let me look and see. It's Animal Kingdom sea turtles. I remember cutting a couple of things for Animal Kingdom using some of the dies from Tattered Lace. I'm not sure which Tattered Lace dies I still have and which ones I don't have, but I will link them in the newsletter. But we do have some shape dies that you can use to cut your own. They won't be exactly like this because these outward dies are easels, and the ones that come from other companies, this was the craft style version, the ones that come from other companies are just, they don't have this piece in the back. They're just these two pieces. And that's what the cutting dice cut. But you can use the white ones with your spritzers. You can mix some Jamie powder in water and spritz and make your own that way, as long as you're very careful with the amount of water you're putting on. Or you can change them with your gilding polishes, and you can certainly always cut the papers to fit, like excuse my missing piece here, cut the papers to fit like we did these. So there's lots of choices. The Eagle Stepper card is the one you cut for us. Yes, the Eagle Stepper, I believe I cut using the mini card shapes from Tattered Lace. And I also cut a tall one for the horse. And that's the one I know, that tall stepper we sold out of, and I can't get that anymore. Can have dolphins with bubbles made from peel stickers. Dolphins. I think that was clear. That wasn't actually the Animal Kingdom. I think that was clear back to the, yeah, we did a whole class on turtles. Let me look and see. And we did a whole class on turtles, and I think I repeated that class with you guys later than I originally did
Under
it.
the sea ones?
Yeah, they
It's
under
your
the
mini
sea.
card.
Yeah.
It's your Tattered Lace mini card die.
Okay, Margie's confirming it's the Tattered Lace mini card dice. So let me link those for you in the newsletter. So this is what we have coming up. We'll be doing some other fun cards from Jamie. I don't have the sample cards yet, but let me just remind you about some of what we'll be looking at. Our cards will probably be different than these, but I want to give you some techniques for using those beautiful Jamie powders, the card papers that we've made. So we'll be doing
The ID is 441529.
what is it again?
441529.
441529 is that die number.
Yes.
So these are our glued papers. These, look at that. You can see the sparkle in this one really nicely. This is the papers that we did where we put the glue down and then sprinkled it with Jamie powders. You can put mirror board behind these and create some stunning, stunning effects. So I'm not going to go through all of these again. I just wanted to remind you we're going to do some very, very, very fun cards using some of the Jamie materials that we put together last week.
Margie, what's the number again?
441529.
Thank you.
I think
Okay.
it's not up anymore. I closed it.
All right. So that's it for today. Are there any questions? The same as pixie powders. Yes. Pixie powders are the general brand from Cosmic Shimmer. Jamie powders are called Jamie Rogers Pixie Sparkles. So there's a variety of different powders out there. I believe Cosmic Shimmer has pixie powders. Then we're using the Jamie Rogers Pixie Sparkles, and we also have some Ken Oliver's. We have the Hunky Dory little sparkles in. What are they called? What are the Hunky Dory, or the Hunky Dory ones are called?
They're under
Prism. Yeah, Prism powders. And we have the Nouveau powders. So there's a variety of powders in this same range. And actually, that's a good point. I think I will put all of those powders on sale, which will give you the opportunity to be able to try some different brands if you want to.
The prisms aren't sold separately; they're sold in sets.
Yeah, but they could still. I mean, if they buy one set of those, it would still count. I think I can make the sale good on the entire category of watercolor powders. My mom is doing great. She was supposed to be meeting with a couple of her doctors this week to get started with her radiation and chemo. I'm not sure which one's going to come in which order. Her appointment, I'm guessing, was probably waylaid by the snow because she had an appointment on Monday. Yes, it's been anywhere up to, in the last week and a half here, it's been anywhere up to 70 degrees. And then we've actually had snow that shut down the city of Portland. So that doesn't take much. The threat of a snowflake is enough to shut down the city of Portland. But we actually had snow Monday, enough to shut down the city. And then yesterday they had snow in the foothills. So
We had hail today.
and we had hail today, and yet it was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous when I walked in here. So go figure. So I think my mom's schedule for her appointments has been messed up a little bit, but she's ready to move on to the next round. If you haven't already done so, please smash that like button. It makes me happy, and it gets new folks introduced to us. And so if you're out there watching and you don't usually, this is your first time, welcome to you. Hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any of the fun. We're going to be doing some great projects coming up here, and you don't want to miss anything. So hit that subscribe button so you can be reminded that we're out there. And if there's no other questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, I think we'll go ahead and sign off for tonight. This is Debbie from Simply Special Crafts. I'll do it, Mary. Thank you. Debbie from Simply Special Crafts, and let me just say good night, Gracie.